We shall stand before God to give an account for the deeds done in our body, whether the deeds be evil or whether the deeds be good. So we're going to stand before God, every one of us, both small and great. And we want to hear him say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. We don't want to hear him say, depart from me, you workers of iniquity, I know you not. Because God knows us better than we know ourselves. So the unjust steward thought to himself, how can I resolve this? He came to the realization that he's in trouble. And what he did, in verse 4, it says, I am resolved what to do, that when I am put out of the stewardship, they may receive me into their houses. And this is what he did. Verse 5, so he called every one of his lord's debtors unto him, and said unto the first, how much owest thou unto my Lord? And he said, 100 measures of oil. And he said unto him, take thy bill, and sit down quickly, and write 50. We see that the unjust steward began to take accountability, not for what he owed his master per se, because he still didn't pay that debt. He wasted his master's money, but this is what he did. Remember, he thought about others who owe his master. And what he did is went to those people who he asked, what owest thou to my master or to my Lord? And he had them make a commitment that they're going to pay a portion. So he collected all of this money that was outstanding from others who hold the master. And when you read verse 7, and he said to another, and how much owest thou? And he said, 100 measures of wheat. And he said unto him, take thy bill, and write 80. And the Lord commended the unjust steward, because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. Jesus is saying the children of darkness are wiser than the children of light. And listen to what his response, why he said that. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the mammon, of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations. So the Lord is teaching us wisdom here in dealing with stewardship, accountability. We can apply it in the natural sense, and we can also apply it spiritually as well. In our dealings, we must be honest. When we owe, we must pay what we owe. The Word of God lets us know that the wicked borrow it and pay it not again. So when you borrow, you should be accountable to pay back when you borrow. If you give, that's a different thing. But when someone borrow, ensure to pay back others that you borrow from. Because God is keeping a record of everything. And so Jesus is teaching us responsibility and accountability, honesty as children of the light. We have to be honest. And so I thank God for this lesson, because it applies to us, to our physical life, and it also applies to us spiritually as well. Lessons to be learned, to put into practice, be accountable over business matters. Even the Word of God says we must not be slothful in business, but be responsible. Even our job that God has blessed us with, do it to the best of our abilities. If you have a job, show up in time, work honestly. If you're, at a workplace, in the cafeteria, unless something is given to you, don't take it. We should be honest. Don't take things that has not been given to us. It could be the very towel paper extra in the bathroom. We ought not to take anything that has not been given to us by a manager or someone else that's helping a company. Be honest. There's a saying, honesty is the best policy. So we must be honest in our doings. And I say unto you, make friends yourselves of the mammon. In other words, those that are wealthy here, but they're not wealthy towards God, but